Hi everyone, I'm Donna Louise and welcome to my YouTube channel for the love of puzzles. I wanted to do something a little different today. No big intro, no outro. I just wanted to puzzle. So I grabbed an easier puzzle. This is just a 250 piece jigsaw puzzle. It's by Wizarding World and it's of Dobby. He is one of my two favorite characters from the Harry Potter universe. Dobby and Severus Snape. Leave me a comment below. Let me know who your favorite Harry Potter characters are. The thing was, lately, I've been doing a lot of speed puzzling practice for my upcoming competition. I've also been working on the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers, where we're speed running that same 500 piece jigsaw puzzle. And a bunch of viewers are also doing it as well. So exciting. And I've completed my 54,000 piece travel around art, and now I'm just waiting and organizing the full display of it, so that'll be big. And I unboxed my new 42,000 piece Educa puzzle around the world. Yep, that's what it's called. They're all very similar in name, those large puzzles. And I thought, oh, so much is going on. I just want to grab a smaller, just puzzle, and you know what, I just want to film it and maybe speed it up a little bit and just kind of chat over top of it. Feel free to mute me, feel free to listen to music or your favorite podcast or audiobook. But yeah, I just pulled this one out and I thought this will be fun. So it's a shaped jigsaw puzzle, and so I quickly realized, don't try to do the border first. You have to fill in the puzzle, and then the border pieces, the edge pieces, are much easier. And I just kind of did a very rough sort. I did the grays of his tunic and the pink of his head and ears, his skin color, and then pieces that were kind of the blue background. I got a little tripped up at first because the stars do not actually appear in the background at the same place as they do on the little tag that comes. And so once I figured that out, it was much easier to do. Look at his eyes, the Dobby eyes. I mean, aren't they adorable? So cute. I was really hoping that it came with a matching sock. Now, I get it. I understand it. Dobby got one sock. But now I have an odd sock. Do you know how much this bothers me? Now I want to go and try to find another jigsaw puzzle and with the matching sock, or not, it doesn't even have to be a matching sock, just a similarly themed sock. So this one is like a dark navy blue with some gray trim, has Hogwarts written in gray and the H in the emblem. And I thought, what am I going to do with one sock? This is probably going to drive me a little mad. But yeah, it was cute. It was actually a lot trickier than I expected. And because a lot of pieces have a lot of the same color, this is a novelty jigsaw puzzle. So the pieces are thin, they're flimsier, it's hard to move sections around. It'll fall apart. It definitely won't pass the pickup test. But for what it is, 250 pieces, it's fun, it's enjoyable. I have no idea how much it cost because it was a Christmas gift to me from Paige and Sven, which was lovely. They also gifted me this huge giant Dobby doll that you crochet. So I've been working on it. And I have most of all the components already crocheted, and then I gotta stuff it all and sew all the pieces together to make the doll, and even the doll comes with its own sock. But actually this sock is cuter because I just crocheted a sock, so I could actually take this sock and give it to the Dobby crochet doll, and it's really quite large. It says giant on the box, and yeah, it's definitely a giant Dobby doll. Too adorable. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't J.K. Rowling say that the only death she regrets writing into the stories was Dobby's death? That if she would change it, she would not have killed him off? Am I wrong about that, or is that just me wishfully thinking that maybe in an alternate universe Dobby is alive and well? But yeah, just so adorable. Oh goodness, been a busy day. Maybe that's why I also wanted to just sit down with a jigsaw puzzle. Just something simpler. Although, I say simpler, it took me long enough to do, to tell you the truth. Did some laundry, I cleaned the kitchen and mopped the floor, and I made what, now this is one of those things where growing up in North America we would say granola, but here in New Zealand they call it muesli, so it's like a breakfast cereal. And I think they use more granola for like granola bars here, perhaps. So anyway, so I baked some gluten-free muesli or granola cereal for my hubby. He's gluten-free, so I use buckwheat instead of oats. So I got that done, and it's really quite a nice simple recipe, because I don't know about the rest of the world, but gluten-free stuff can be quite pricey here, and for like the same amount of cereal that I can make for, you know, maybe $4 or less, it can cost, you know, $10, so, or more. So it's much more economical to buy the components and make it yourself. And he loves it. He loves my granola, so that's good. And so it was a busy day, and I thought, ah, Dobby will make me smile and make me sad at the same time. And I just loved it, because tonight, hubby right now is off playing a game. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but he plays Warhammer. If any of you are familiar with that, I do not play. The best way to describe it would be like a tabletop strategy war game with figurines that you assemble and paint, and you can alter and kind of put your own twist on it. He uses like modeling paste and stuff, and there's actually something called green stuff. It's you mix the yellow part and the blue part, and it turns green, and you can model and mold it, and then it hardens. And so he loves playing Warhammer. So he's off playing Warhammer today, but when he gets back, because I like him to be around to mind the dogs and any distractions, I am actually going to speed puzzle another 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. That also is in preparation for my upcoming competition in February. I have 2 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzles that I want to speed run before the competition. I probably should even do more, but at some point it really is dependent on the image and the brand. Oh my goodness, let's have a talk for a minute. I did skies and water, so areas with similar colors and textures, and I've done Ravensburger brand. And at first I was like, oh, this is going to be hard, but no, Ravensburger is like a really nice jigsaw puzzle to speed run, because the cuts are very friendly. They're not just kind of standard shape. How can I word this? They're standard shape in the sense that there's, you know, the 2-prong standard piece, the 1-prong piece, and they're not like all random wonky donkey shapes, but they have like funky bumps and edges to them that it makes it, when you're doing the jigsaw puzzle, you can kind of look and you go, okay, I need a 2-prong standard piece, but oh look, it's kind of wide at the bottom and narrow at the top. And then when you look at your pile of 2-prong standard pieces, it jumps out at you and you can pick it out. And so I've realized I got a little overconfident and speed puzzling Ravensburger brands, because then, yes, if you heard that, that's little Miss Thora in the background grumbling. Oh, they're about to bark. Oh, yes, Thora, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. You scared them off. It's okay. Thank you, girlie. Thank you. All good. All done. We live at the end of a cul-de-sac, and even though there's literally 4 houses on either side of this short road, so many people drive down this road and turn around. I can't explain it. Seriously, I don't understand how many people come down this road. And they're not coming to see me. And they're not going to see Paige. So we have some neighbors that are much more popular than us because so many people come down and turn around. Oh, what was I saying before Sassy Pants McGee there interrupted me? Oh, yeah, so I got comfortable doing Ravensburger brands and skies and areas of similar color and texture. And I am so glad I said I need to practice other brands because I did a Clementoni. And you haven't seen that video yet. I'm going to do a compilation video of a few speed puzzling runs. And it was a blue Clementoni sky. I maybe had less than 100 pieces left. Let's say maybe even 50. And I was like, woohoo, this is awesome. I'll have this done in no time. Nope. Oh my goodness. Because a two-pronged standard piece in Clementoni that was blue looked very much like every other two-pronged standard piece that was blue. Not so much that I had false fits, but enough that I really had to try piece after piece. And oh wow, I'll talk about that more once I release that video. So basically, I sped run a 1,000 piece Clementoni jigsaw puzzle. I think it's called Painted Ladies. It reminds me of the houses that you see at the opening sequence of Full House. Did they also use them in Fuller House, the remake? So there are all these houses in a row and they're quite colorful. I did that one. But based on some comments I had recently, I'm still playing around with the GoPro. It's in time-lapse mode, but I think I need to take more photos more often because when I slow the time-lapse down, it really looks a bit choppy. It's not terrible, but I'd like it to appear a bit smoother. So I'm trying to do a balance of battery life and storage space. And for a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, I want to make sure I have 5 hours of storage space and 5 hours of battery. So the 1,000 piece that I'm speed running tonight, I was taking one photo every 10 seconds. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to see if I can get 5 hours worth, lowering it to maybe one photo every 6 seconds or one photo every 5 seconds even. What the nice thing is when you change the settings, the camera kind of gives you an estimate and we'll just see how I go. So that's what I will be doing this evening and testing that out. It's always a new process when you get a new camera. As you've seen some of the videos. So that one will be done. And then I have one more 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle I want to speed run before the competition, and that one's going to be interesting because a friend of mine locally here went out and bought me a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. The only criteria I said was not a solid color, not Ravensburger, give me a different brand, and go crazy. Not a Wasgage, you know, those ones that make it so that the image on the box is the image on the puzzle, basically. And so she bought me a jigsaw puzzle and I have it in a bag and I haven't opened it. I have no idea what the puzzle is. And so that's going to more replicate the competition environment because I literally have to open the bag and go, here I go. So that one I will hopefully speed run later this week. I don't know if I have time to do another before the competition. It's getting close. And looking at the 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzles I have left in my stock, I could do the Arrow Puzzles Stargazer one, or one of the last Cloudberries that I have, the Epicurean. I guess those would be the only two kind of, you know, fitting puzzles to test out. But yeah, at some point I'm like, oh goodness, what do I do? Because we don't know the brand. We just know it's a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. And the last competition, they custom made the jigsaw puzzles. So it's not, I hope they do the same thing. Wouldn't it be horrible if we show up at the competition and it's a puzzle we've already done? So I hope they don't just buy something off the shelf. We do have a few brands in New Zealand that make jigsaw puzzles. One of the bigger brands is called Holdson. And we also have like Peace House. I think they're more of a boutique jigsaw puzzle brand. They're more expensive to buy. And we have other companies as well. Like there's one company called Flox, Flox, but I think they make other, maybe they make clothing and other merchandise and items, and they released a few jigsaw puzzles here and there, but I don't think it's their main item. So it'll be so interesting, and I promise you I will try to grab as much footage as I can, and when I get back my priority will be to try to make, you know, a summary video as soon as possible about the trip and the competition. I'm going to try to capture my full time lapse. That's why I'm still playing with all my settings on the GoPro. I just hope the one issue is the lighting, because as I've seen, the light in my house does not like the GoPro, my main light. It causes banding and flickering, and even if I play with the settings, it's just so difficult. So I'm hoping that the lighting at the competition won't cause issues. And I'm willing to bet most every one of you, if I explain, you know, this was it, this is the competition, I think you would rather see the footage of me speed puzzling at the competition than me go, oh, it's a bit flickery, I'm not going to upload it, or oh, there's a bit of gray line, like dark line banding, I won't upload it. And as long as I caveat it and people can always fast forward ahead if they want, that's fine. Here I was thinking I would not find enough things to talk about to fill this entire video, and that I would probably maybe have to speed up the video. And no, I'm having no problems yakking away. Yeah, I guess talking has never been a problem for me. But I think I've sped this up 4 times because I literally took my time, but it was actually tricky. Because, for example, there's just really 2 main colors. And so with the lines, and you don't have a proper image of the jigsaw puzzle, but how adorable is he? He's still sitting on my table. I'm actually thinking, he's not going to pass the flip test like I tried, but I'd be willing to figure out a way to flip him, even if I have to take him apart in pieces and flip him, tape the back. I'm thinking I'm going to glue him. I think I want to have my Dobby permanent and have him in the background. He can be our mascot, our channel mascot. Oh, Thora's looking at me. She's upset now. She thinks she's the channel mascot. But you're not a jigsaw puzzle, love. You can't be the, yeah, I know. Oh, and I decided with this video I'm not doing many overlays. I know I've talked about some stuff, but nah, just enjoy the Dobby being built. And soon here what I actually do is I take away the speed increase and I just do actual time. One thing I'm going to try to do now with my speed puzzles, typically I just puzzle and I stop when I'm done, because you're so fixated on getting the puzzle done. But what I'm willing to do, and mental note, I'm glad I thought of this, tonight, when I speed run that 1000 piece, when I am down to like 10 pieces left, 20 pieces left or whatnot, if I remember, if I'm not too excited and in the moment, I'm going to pause my timer, stop the time lapse, and then I'm actually going to try recording real speed. Because some people would actually like to know, like they understand it's sped up or slowed down, but they would actually like to see it real time. And so that was suggested to me, and I will try to do that, but it's just whether or not I remember to do it, because you just get in the moment, you just get fixated. So I will try to remember to do that. Look how cute he is. Isn't he adorable? Oh, Dobby, I love you so much. And here's his sock. Oh, so cute. And the little Dobby tag. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For the love of puzzles, I hope you enjoy my videos. Please consider subscribing. And until next time, ciao.